Hey skiers and snowboarders in the Southeast, if you're a snowmaker across the Southeast, you have loved this week because plenty of snow has been made at all the resorts. I'm First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich here in Charlotte, North Carolina, tracking our next winter storm. But I tell you what, the Arctic air in place has really allowed for most of the resorts to blow snow 24/7 on top of the natural snow. I mean, Snowshoe came in with 7 inches of powder here in the last 24 hours, and we're able to kind of freeze that basin and get it nice and cold. So we're going to continue to add to it. Quick moving system. This is the northern part of the system. There's a little piece of energy down here. There's a lot of question on whether these two pieces come together. I don't think it's actually going to happen, but it's not going to matter. We're going to get a good powdery snow across the resorts of West Virginia, Maryland, and maybe even parts of North Carolina. We could see a little bit of a powdery snow, but everybody's going to see snow or sleet out of this. The freezing rain is going to be east of the mountain. So here's how things unfold. The system kind of comes together. You see all the snow there briefly. It's really going to be a quick shot as we go from Friday into Friday night. Now on Saturday, another little disturbance tries to come down here. You kind of see it coming into the Great Lakes. It may kick off a few more snow showers up in West Virginia, but either way, it's going to stay freezing for every location. So we'll be able to make snow on top of the natural stuff falling. So we're probably going to be, what, 7 days now of straight snowmaking across the Southeast. Our futurecast snow stretching from West Virginia down to North Carolina. You can see a bullseye down there over probably Beach, Sugar, and App, and then up towards Snowshoe. These totals are probably underdone because of the snow to liquid ratio. I think it's going to be much powdery snow, so we're going to fluff it up maybe closer to 6 or 7 inches. So I think Snowshoe, you'll add another 7 inches up there. Beach, you had some good snowmaking this week. I think you're adding about 2 or 3 inches of snow. So this weekend, we're looking at cold temperatures still, especially across our northern resorts from Wisp down through Winter Place. I would definitely bundle up and expect snow the first half of the weekend. Highs in the teens and the single-digit lows once again. A few spots could be below zero. Down into our North Carolina resorts, we're looking at a little bit of snow on Friday. Could mix with a little sleet or freezing rain. I don't think it's going to be a big deal in the mountains, but traveling there could be kind of icy, especially if you're coming from areas like Atlanta, the upstate of South Carolina, Columbia, and even Charlotte, Raleigh, and Winston-Salem. Temperatures for the most part will be in the 20s with morning lows in the teens. Now, looking long range, we'll look ahead to next week. We're starting to see a little bump up in temperatures, but don't worry. It's only a couple days of temperatures, maybe in the 40s and 50s. Looking long range next weekend, another huge surge of Arctic air is going to be invading the eastern half of the country. So that second half of the winter is looking active finally. I was sweating my winter forecast after we had such a mild start to the winter, but things have really turned the corner. And I think for the next couple of weekends, we're going to have some of the best skiing we've seen so far. And heading towards that big President's Day weekend, we could have ideal conditions going into February. We'll keep an eye on that winter storm, but again, stay safe in the Southeast. Watch the ice here in the next 24 hours. And as always, think snow. I'll see you next week.